Okay, 1190 Brockman. We're going to do a quick walkthrough with fix-it items here. So we're in the entry. So things we need to deal with. The stairs. We got to clean up these lines and the paint edge there. It looks kind of rough. Whether we can do it with paint or a little cleanup work or whatever. And just generally going up the stairs, there's little white edges exposed on some of these steps. This one here, we have actually dark paint that's bleeding onto the wood grain there, down below.
I could borrow a little regular masking tape. I think I forgot to bring my red tape.
Okay, I'll see what we got. Okay, this step here, we got a little paint on the wood there, and then something that needs to be cleaned out of that corner there. Same with that one. A little more paint bleed on this. We have to clean that out of there. And just detail, we got to detail these steps. I don't know what that is there. We'll see what we can do with that. And then this little cutout here, we're going to mask this over and paint this little triangle. It just looks wrong. This looks like more of a floor issue here. I'm not sure what's going on there. And then the railing cap is getting a little marred. I'm kind of thinking we'll do a touch-up on it and maybe a clear coat of urethane on just the cap. There's some more detail work down in this corner here. Moving on. So we still need to Bondo this pocket door latch. Excuse me one second here. And we've got to sharpen this line. And on this side as well. And that's all in the master. Right outside the master in the hallway, there's a hole right there in the ceiling. Nobody knows why it's there. It looks like it was kind of a fresh drilled hole. And I see blue tape on the casing at the bottom of the end of the hall there, which means it probably got nicked, possibly from moving furniture. And there's blue tape on the ceiling here. Yeah, we got a rough edge on this return vent up here. Needs to be cleaned up. Okay, back downstairs. The railing here, picket, that edge is not painted. There's a holiday there. We gotta look this over. The scratches here, there, holiday. There's a couple of holidays on these pickets. They need to be dealt with. Okay, rear office. Nicks in the door. There's a chip there. There's a little blemish on the wall there. It's nothing really. It's just a tiny little speck that needs to be touched up. And then there might be more of these, but this outlet has a rough cut and we need to caulk that top. And I think that's it in here. Switch plate cover. I did a little patchwork around the walls. needs to be dealt with. Juan is painting the walls in there today and some trim, but that's all he's doing. So we still have to come back and paint the pass-throughs, and the inside it'll be caulked, but we'll need to get finished up. Let's see what else. This door didn't get a nice line. It looks really choppy. So that's got to be cleaned up as well. Going into the kitchen, first off, I got a new little piece of baseboard right down in there. It needs to be caulked in, filled, and painted in. Pantry's fine. We're going to do a clear coat on this countertop. That might happen today while Juan's here. Kitchen island will get redone, new color. And we still have to deal with this here, the bubbles, or the delamination there. Where's the other one down here? Chips on the bottom. Looks like a new chip down here came out. And then we still have the other one right over there. So that's got to be fixed up, bonded, and repainted. And the fireplace surround. We got some new baseboard in the bottom, and you had the drywall guys come back and skim out some area. So that's a recoat. And new baseboard down at that end too, which wraps around into this other cabinet. So caulk, fill, paint. I got a white line along this edge, a transition for the cabinet, then it's a little choppy right there. That's got to get a nice clean line. A little shadow line there. This line looks a little wavy. Where it meets the ceiling, there's a little bit of a little divot right up there. We need to cut that ceiling color in right there. Now there is a finished piece that's going to go across the top here. That's not installed yet. I'll see when the electrician is going to get to that. This cabinet, the caulking has really settled in, so there's a big divot going all the way top to bottom. We have to fix that. I don't know if another layer of caulking will do it, or maybe, I don't know if we can skim it with a pliable backing on it. That might not be a good idea. We might need to recaulk it again with something a little sturdier. Also down in this baseboard down here, you got to caulk that corner down and paint that in. And we have kind of the same situation with caulking on this side too. Yeah, that caulking just shrunk in and it just looks bad. There's going to be touch up on the ceiling after that final piece goes in. Looks like there'll be a new plate there. I'll see what happens with the ceiling in here. Yeah.
Did you notice that turned on, Bill? It was on.
I don't know.
I don't think it was on.
Yeah, I don't recall it being on. Are you you're doing lights in here, right?
Yeah, well, yes, no, don't know yet.
Not today.
Not today.
Okay.
We know there's crown going in, all that good stuff, but
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's just on my list to get that trim done whenever that happens.
yeah, I was hoping once it's done that they could make it to where it's removable, just in case.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, we got a little cleanup work to do around this thermostat. The wall's a little rough, and that's behind this tape here. Looks like just a blemish. Capturing all this in a video. That's okay. The glass cabinet right up there. We got a white plate. We're gonna paint that in to match the wall color. Okay, moving on down the hall. Let's see. There is a big rough spot right. So further down the hallway, we got a couple chips in the downstairs bath trim. That just looks like it got banged by furniture moving. 2 spots. And then obviously we got to redo all the trim in here. It should have been the same color as the walls. So I got the window, the baseboard, and the door casing. It's got to get repainted to match these walls. And it's not even the same color as the cabinet. I don't know where this color came from or why it was even brought into this room. It was only, yeah, anyways. Little chip in the laundry door casing right here. And that's pretty much it. An afterthought of hers was that this room color is too light. You know, she wanted it light because of the lack of light that comes in here, but she said in the afternoon this room actually gets pretty bright. So down the road, this isn't part of our scope, but down the road, she's going to want to paint this room darker, a darker wall color. And I don't know if that involves the trim or not. You know, because if it does, then we're talking the doors, which, well, these doors don't look like they're the same color anyway. What is, these doors are the, looks like the 954, and the trim is like an off-white. Okay, well that's wrong. So anyway, that's it.